nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Good.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. So the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Two first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Texans 14, Chiefs 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably... It's caught inside the 25.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Brought down back at
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Texans.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Ball carrier. Anthony Hitchens brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
an entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. the 38. Watson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Texans 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good carry and pickup for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle. But back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27.
Texans 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 26 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score, Chiefs 28, Texans 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And again, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, 15. Check, 55 for Mike. Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 43. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down, Texans.
Here's the tap. 19. Put the ball down. Come on. Block 59. Block 59.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I don't think you got it, son.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good catch there by Randall Cobb. We know him as a longtime Packer who spent last season in Dallas. Now he brings his veteran presence to Houston, where he can help the young quarterback, Deshaun Watson, continue to develop.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, whether it's catching slants or running the ball like he did there, Tyreek Hill, a threat to take it to the house every time he touches the ball.
If you're a play caller, all you do is spend your time trying to devise ways to get him the football because every time he touches it, he's truly a threat to end up in the end zone for a touchdown.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Texans 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I see you over there. You scared?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Hey, Sunday. Mike 55. Check.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Here now, the first NFL carry for the LSU man. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Edwards-Helaire.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the 7th-year running back is Le'Veon Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
52.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man, the tight end fails. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
know no better, I'm on this every day. I'm heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my gold yard. When I walk in, I know y'all. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
hey, couple of bands up in my